Somebody asked me what's a typical volunteer. There is no typical volunteer because everybody's different. I speak to people that may be looking to enhance or build a CV, that they've just left school and they haven't really got a lot on that CV and they're looking to enrich and make it a stronger CV. Or it may be somebody that's coming up to retirement and they're worried what they're going to do with all their free time. But what's really interesting, lots of people don't realise they're a volunteer. And when you talk to somebody, so I'm not a volunteer, and you talk through, well, actually, what do you do? And I help somebody, I assist. And actually, that's volunteering, but unfortunately, we live in a society now that everything has to be badged and labelled. But there are lots of people that volunteer their services and help each other.
This was the first project that I got involved with. They had the garages removed on this side and some of them down there to give us sort of more parking space, and we had this sort of landscapes, and they've actually got daffodils on in the spring. We've been doing our own little bits to sort of make this more attractive. We've been taking over various flower beds. They look a bit sort of drastic at the moment, but when it was in bloom they did look quite attractive. And this is a combination from the outside and the inside. We're using Nola's garden as well as this space. But if it looks as though it's cared for, then people aren't going to use it as a rubbish dump, hopefully. Hopefully. Morning, Heather. He's probably aching.
I ain't the only one this morning, I'll tell you. In your own time.
Hello, baby. This is Foxhill Point. This is our community room. Used to be a laundry, but it was frequently vandalised, so they decided to convert it into a community room for the use of residents.
We need to do something, think about a Christmas party now. Has anybody got any ideas of what we can do for Christmas? I mean, I know sort of a couple of years ago we did that carol procession around the estate.
Oh,
that
right,
sort of
yes.
worked out quite well. And I mean, sort of that gets out to sort of perhaps sometimes the older people, not just the kids, because the kid party was for the kids more or less, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But I said if we could talk to Steve at the church and say, well, you know, sort of we'd like to do that. And another thing I've got in mind is sort of asking the sequence dance group at Foxhill
Oh, yeah.
to do a tea dance.
Well, Patricia really is the leader of everything here. I mean, she does that much. I don't know how she fills it in, because every day there's something new that she does. She's always writing up leaflets and going around and posting them and getting people involved.
She's made it a brighter place to live in. She's always knocking on my door, trying to get me to do something or other. Nags.
Definitely.
And it's got to be done her way.
We come down here Monday afternoons to knit and natter, like Kath and I, and you come sometimes, don't you? And you know, she arranges like, you know, we pay like £1 a week or whatever, and then we go out like, say to Midsummer Norton.
Sometimes she does wear herself out because she does so much, but she is the leader campaigner on the estate.
But then I couldn't do it without the people that support me all the time. You can't do it on your own. And I said it's the fact that people do support me, and when I do things, that it gets done. Because as I learn from their experience, because most of these have been volunteers in some other field anyway. So I said it's a learning curve for me, and I enjoy it.